All right, so we have the Black Ops 7 multiplayer reveal trailer with the blog post, which is pretty interesting. So it says, gain complete tactical knowledge on everything related to Black Ops 7 multiplayer, including intel on modes, maps, weapons, perks, field upgrades, and the new Overclock system, hybrid combat specialties, battle cards, score streaks, prestige, and progression system, and much more. Get intel on what's on deck for the beta starting on all platforms on October 2nd. Damn, October 2nd. Wait, for the beta? Okay, that's the beta. I thought that was the release date. I'm like, god damn. All right, so the November 14th launch on Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is getting closer every day, and we're here to cover all of the latest news in the weeks leading to release and beyond. For an expansive look at multiplayer, this is your first stop. Get more info on all 16 multiplayer maps, both 20v20, skirmish maps, the near future weaponry, and loadout features on the way, progression, systems, and more. Find out what will be available for play during the upcoming beta versus what's coming at launch. All right, so gain an extended look at Black Ops 7 during the worldwide reveal, multiplayer reveal at Call of Duty Next on Tuesday, September 30th. Following that, try Black Ops 7 for yourself and earn special rewards when the beta begins on all platforms starting Thursday, October 2nd. For all the details, check out the end of this blog. On to the intel. This is Black Ops 7 multiplayer. So test your skills across an impressive array of multiplayer modes, including a mix of classic like team deathmatch, domination, and more recently introduced fan favorite modes like kill order and brand new overload. Each mode has been fully tuned and adjusted for the best experience within Black Ops 7. So we have a new mode called Overload available at beta. Bring the overload device to the enemy zones to overload them. Fight for possession of the overload device is the new push, and pull 6v6 respawn mode that challenges teams to overload the enemy control zones. Only devices spawn on the map at a time, so get in there and grab it before the other side can. The team in charge of the device must protect the carrier. So as they run toward one of the two designated zones near the enemy, teams starting spawn disrupt one of the zones, and the time to score a point and spawn a new device in the field. The position of the overload device is always indicated on the HUD and tag map, so be prepared for an intense tug of war as the device changes hands often throughout the match. Any player holding the items benefits from a personnel radar to help detect nearby enemies. Attempt to steal it away at halftime. Teams switch sides, stick together, get to the device, and overload the enemy. That is a weird description of this game mode. Pretty cool though. So we have Team Deathmatch available at beta, Domination available at beta, Search and Destroy. Teams alternate between detonating and defusing a bomb at no respawns. Kill Confirmed available at beta, Hardpoint available at beta. We have Gunfight, eliminate all enemy players using predetermined classes to win the round, no respawns. Kill Order, that was in Black Ops 6, wasn't really a fan of that. Eliminate the enemy HVT while keeping your HVT alive. HVT kills earn bonus score for your team. Control, take turns attacking and defending. Zones will a limited number of lives for each round. Alternate modes. Face-off brings small team combat to the more combat map showcased later in this blog. Score streaks are disabled, keeping combat focused on the ground. Faced-off domination. Capture and hold and defend objectives to earn score for your team. Score streaks disabled. Face-off team deathmatch. Eliminate enemy players to earn score for your team. Score streaks disabled. Face-off kill order. Eliminate the enemy HVT while your HVT alive. HVT kills earn bonus score for your team. Score streaks disabled. Face-off kill order. Recover dog tags to score for your team and deny enemy scores. Score streaks disabled. All right, this is going in like depth of every single game mode in Black Ops 7, which is very interesting. So we have, for larger scale multiplayer battles, nothing beats a good skirmish. In addition to the 16 core maps launching with Black Ops 7, players can look forward to two 20v20 objective focused maps, dropping teams into expansive environments with enhanced means of traversal, including wingsuits, grappling hooks, and vehicles, all assisting you and your squad get to the next objective with time to spare and dominate the other team. Training course beta. Enter a new training course designed to get you up to speed on basic movement and advanced combat skills. Perfect for new and returning players, this course will teach you all you need to know to get the most of your operator in the field, including the ability to practice wall jumps and perfect the new grenade-based finishing move. That's pretty cool. Private matches. Invite your friends add bots, and customize the rules of your favorite multiplayer mode in private matches. Add spectators to cheer on the match and tune a codcaster setting across visual and camera options. Or play solo using private match to explore different maps and modes at your own pace. Launching with 16 6v6 multiplayer maps plus 2 large-scale 20v20 skirmish maps, Black Ops 7 has been built to deliver intense tactical action across a variety of environments. From the Atlantic Ocean and the Alaskan tundra, the 2035 setting imagines near future possibilities while remaining grounded in the Black Ops universe. Each map is designed for fast gunplay and around the original 3-lane design Treyarch is famous for. Expect a variety of maps, sizes, catering to every type of player, from those craving instant action on very small sized areas, small sized arenas, to those wanting large, longer range tactical engagements across medium-sized combat zones. Below are the maps available to play during the beta as well as coming at launch, including the return of 3 Black Ops 2 fan favorites. Core launch maps. The following includes a full list of multiplayer maps arriving at launch, starting with the 6th that will be released on a staggered schedule through the Black Ops 7 beta. So we have Blackheart, Cortex, Exposure, Imprint, Forge, Toshin, Colossus, which Toshin and all the way up is all beta. Colossus, Den, Flagship, Homestand, Paranoia, Retrieval, Scar Express, Hijacked Raid is all. So we have 3 Black Ops 2 remaster maps and then 7 multiplayer maps that are not going to be in the beta. So we have 7 multiplayer maps that are going to be in the beta, which is very huge. Then the rest is going to be on launch, and the last 3 are Black Ops 2 remaster maps, which is nice. So here's Blackheart. We have some images here, which is quite nice. Head out to sea on a drilling platform extracting essential resources for the guild. Battle on and around the central drill or duke it out on the barge around mineral containers, pumps, and massive nautical vehicles. Flank enemies around the diving bell and watch your fleet when jumping over the grander pit. So this map is looks like it's built for Core 6v6. It looks like a small map, but it's a medium-sized map. It looks very cool. We have Cortex. We have a bunch of bio containers, test subjects, Exposure. Looks like this map looks weird. Looks like it's a desert or something. A cliffside compound hides a clandestine laboratory conducting experimental research for the guild. Chambers hold subjects suspended in fluid. Their area is supported by an adjoining autopsy and morgue. Log down at the underpass to control the heart of the maps and branch out to the narrow sky bridge overlooking the water. So we have Exposure, Core CP6 playable at beta, medium sized, which is pretty cool. Deploy an Australian outback installation at the eye of the vast solar array in the aftermath of a fierce tank assault on the plant. Except for an interior control room, most of the action is focused on the outer grounds here. Try your luck traversing the suspended guild crate, jumping from here to the yellow ladder to climb even higher. Also expect a variety of towers, pumps, and storage units to provide ample cover throughout. Brave the frigid cold on this mid-sized robotics complex, producing drones and battle tanks for the guild. Explore the inner facility, branching through the center, and watch your steps along the teardrops circling the perimeter where long-range combat dominates. Press the control panels by the gladiator for a lift through the snow. So it's like a lift. Okay, so it's like different reactable objects that could be used to kind of move around the map, which is kind of cool. The Forge. Visit the heart of the research and development for the guild's latest lethal tech. Built on the harbor of the Forge, welcomes visitors with a demo and product lobby showcasing the latest advancements in autonomous weapon design. Navigate the 2 wings of the complex joined by covered walkways and the central range where rotating walls circled a defense turret. Well, this map looks cool. We have Toshin, Core 6v6 playable at beta, medium sized. It looks like a Chinese/Japan map. Looks like Tokyo. A monorail derailment has caused a chaos downtown in a shopping district outside of the station. Neon lights illuminate the streets at every turn. A guild advertisement outshining all the players. Battle through the park and market. Look for upper advantage points across a central thoroughfare as you encounter new dangers at every road junction. You need to street smarts and a fast trigger to conquer this urban map. Board the floating Colossus resort, listing further into the ocean after sustaining heavy damage. Take your chances by the atrium and bar or move through the maintenance rooms, baggage claim, and loading bay. Smell the fresh salt air across the main site of the wreckage outside where a pair of wrecked helipads now sit in the debris strewn ocean waters. Okay, they're going deep detail for no reason, which they ain't gonna matter when you're playing the map. People just want to play the map and not really worry about that. Well, this map looks interesting. Holy crap, this looks like a some type of Chinese map. We have Den, a core 66 medium sized. Travel to a sprawling Japanese guild compound set high over the surrounding local. A large courtyard dominates the central area with branching pathways towards the driveway. Pad and impressive conference room. Engage in close combat and the dojo and challenge your agility, traversing the damaged roof connecting the armory and a garage. Flagship. This looks like a construction slash machines for the guild. Explore the underside of the gigantic aircraft carrier docked for repairs. Sparks flying overhead as mechanical arms wield sections of the hull. Battle through the underside of the ship where an extender offers access up to the gantry, or move out from underneath the hulking mass and fight over the surrounding worksite. Homestead, core 66 medium sized. This map looks incredible. Witness the northern lights high over David Mason's Alaskan childhood home. Fight on the warmth of the cabin or brave the elements using the rocky terrain to flank enemies. Watch the occupants and the various outbuildings and dive into the frigid water to try and reposition out of sight, ignoring hypothermia risk in favor of a surprise attack from below. Very interesting. So that means you probably go in the water and freeze to death, aka drowning. This looks like a very small, medium-sized map. It's a core 66. There's something going on in the hospital, but is it all in your head? Well, half of the tiny map appears like a normal medical facility, and the other half erupts into a psychedelic dreamscape, object splitting upward where a red light shines through the broken ceiling. Hold onto your sanity or risk being administered for life. Retrieval. It's a nice snowy, icy area. A guild stealth aircraft has crashed, landed in the remote frozen tundra, leaving a heaping wreckage behind. Hike through the snow of the meltwater, flowing down the map, battling around the rugged outcropping and within the crash site itself. An ice cavern provides opportunities for long shots, while underpasses and discarded crate work as skelter ambush points. Fighting breaks out in the rustic mountain village of Silverbrook, where squad tanks, military vehicles, and the latest of inoffensive equipment are parked within older frontier hamlet with a general store, health clinic, the older bar, restaurant, and carpentry business. Fire down at targets from the motel balcony. Explore the commandeered post office as you traverse the immediate surroundings of this rural Alaskan outpost. Do they go too much deep detail on these map descriptions? Like, just show us the map and just give us the basic layout. You don't need to go to every single detail, like how it smells and how it looks. Like, it's a map. We're just gonna play it. We have Express returns for even more epic battles at the iconic high-speed train station, now under new management. Courtesy and set up Sunrise Railways. Engage enemies around the tracks within the parked train and throughout the inner terminal. Watch for sharpshooters in the control room and the covered walkways and get out of the way of passing trains. We have Hijacked. Everyone's favorite super yacht returns as Hijacked glides into harbor in Black Ops 7. From bow to stir, engage in non-stop action down to the length of the vessel, colliding on the center deck where all lands converge. Keep your eyes on the opposing vantage points and flex your close quarter skills down in the engine room, which is Hijacked. We have Raid. Experience high-end living at its best, and Raid returns with as a Japanese beachside mansion compound. Trade shots across the courtyard as Circular Drive. Enjoy a very brief moment of the tranquility in the garden and take the dip into the pool. The home interior is impressive as ever, including the large garage, open kitchen, bedroom, and other accoutrements made for a life of luxury. So we have skirmish 20v20 maps. Looks like a massive city, large sized. Take the streets of Avalon's downtown district amidst towering buildings, fighting in and around upscale hotels and crafts, cafes, through underpasses, courtyards, and parks. Take the stairs or attach to ascenders to each higher vantage points, or skip the climb altogether and stick to the outer roads. Commander a vehicle to outrun enemy snipers or beat them at their game by taking flight in a helicopter, bringing your squad along with you to fire from the passenger seat, or stay on the ground, moving from roof to roof, claiming zones, and eventually victory. We have Tide. Deploy to the site of large military compound built on the coastal waters of Avalon. Fight and drive on the shore, up around the buttress rocks towards the compound itself, ascenders providing quick access over the outer fortifications to the surroundings, and inner battlements, which feature corner towers providing incredible sight lines within the compound itself. Explore the armory, mess hall, barracks, garage buildings, and other structure, including ladders and staircases, access for both vertical and ranged maneuvering. They go into too much detail of these maps. Prepare for multiplayer beta with a new look loadout and closer look at the brand new overclock system and how it affects your various equipment, field upgrades, and score streak. Discover which weapons are coming to the beta along with their strengths and weaknesses, and start planning for beta dominance now. So we have the class. Looks like we have the main AR, we have the loadout, we have the wild card, we have the secondary, the melee. Seems like the dedicated melee weapons are returning. The field upgrade, a tactical lethal, 3 perks, and we have a specialty. Loadouts determine the tools and abilities your operator brings into battle, including their weapons, equipment, field upgrades, perks, and other features. Players can customize and name up to 10 loadouts, which can be fine-tuned before and within the match, ensuring you got exactly what you need for the combat situation at hand. Black Ops 7 loadouts menu is compared at the following elements: primary weapon, secondary weapon, melee weapon, tactical lethal, field upgrades, perks, combat specialty, and wildcard. New loadout features overclocks. New to Black Ops 7 players can now customize their tactical and lethal equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks using the overclock system. Effective use of these individual loadouts items will unlock up to overclock abilities over time, and providing a variety of benefits like a lower score cost for score streaks, decreased charge time for field upgrades, and extra lethality for your equipment. Select the overclock ability that works best for your playstyle and reap the rewards of even greater power. Check out the exact overclocks for individual equipment items later in this blog. Oh, we have the classic Peacekeeper. That's nice. A full auto assault rifle, exceptional mobility and handling, but high recoil and limited range. Your main weapon, these guns hit hard and tend to specialize in different areas of combat, from the versatility of assault rifles to the more specialized traits of sniper rifles, shotguns, gunsmith, and available for this weapon. The 6 primary weapons classes include assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, LMGs, marksman rifles, and sniper rifles. Remember, swapping to your pistol is always faster than reloading, and there's no better deterrent against aerial streaks and vehicles than a good launcher. This is your backup weapon for use in emergencies and in contacts. Specific situations, a gunsmith is available for these weapons. Through launchers have limited options to choose from pistols or launchers. We have melee weapons. All operators carry a dedicated melee weapon. For those quarter combat, gunsmith is available for this weapon, cosmetic only. So we have the stun grenade, the EMP grenade, the flashbang, the pinpoint grenade, the stem shot, the psych grenade, looks like a toxic gas, hunter bot, smoke, and decoy. Limited per life items that offer a range of tactical benefits, from disorienting enemies to disabling electronics, gathering intel, topping off your health, and other more. The following tactical items and their overclock abilities will be available for use in the beta. So overclock 1, increased stun duration. Overclock 2, slows enemy movement speed when stunned, which is a stun grenade. The EMP grenade, it disables or destroys electronics effective against equipment, score streaks, and enemy players. Overclock 1, increased disruption radius. Overclock 2, cook for extra EMP burst. We have flashbang. Overclock 1, blind and defense targets. Overclock 1, wider full flash angles makes your flash harder to counter by looking away. Adds ability to cook for additional detonations. We have the stem shot, a military stimulant that quickly heals combat wounds. Overclock 1 adds ability to remove player debuffs. Overclock 2 adds a move to speed boost. Pinpoint grenade, a grenade that detects enemies within its range. Close enemies are shot within tracking device, which can be removed by victims. Overclock 1, AI chip increases grenade lifetime and detection radius. Overclock 2, tagged enemies appeared on allied minimaps. Psych grenade explodes on impact with the ground, releasing a lingering cloud of hallucinogenic gas. Overclock 1 increases the duration that enemies are affected by the grenade. Overclock 2, the grenades release gas, deals damage over time. Additional other tactical loadout items arriving at launch include the hunter bot, smoke grenade, and decoy grenade. Hunter bot, a personnel defensive device that hovers near and homes one enemy equipment. Field upgrades and score streaks before exploding on combat. Impact. Combat. So we have frag, sticky grenades, cluster grenades, combat axe, point, turret, needle, drone, C4, and Molotov. Limited per life items can limited per life that damage or eliminate enemies operators. The following lethal items and their overclock abilities will be available for use in the beta. So the frag grenade, clickable fragmentation grenade. Overclock 1, high density explosive material improves lethality. Overclock 2, increase throw distance, cooking shows, and arc indicator. We have sticky grenade, timed sticky grenade. Overclock 1, 1 high density explosive material improves lithity. Overclock 2 adds ability to cook the fuse. Cluster grenade, a grenade that scatters smaller explosives when detonated. Overclock 1 adds ability to cook the fuse. Overclock 2 additional mini grenade. Combat axe, thrown axe that eliminates enemies in one hit, bounces off surfaces. Overclock 1 faster raise speed. Overclock 2 they throw the combat axe farther and faster. Point turrets, smaller deployable sentry turret that automatically shoots at enemies, distracting and damaging them. 1 increased turret rate of fire. 2 orientation sensors allow turret to deploy on walls and ceilings. That is crazy. Needle drone, small flying drone that explodes on combat, toggles between auto and manual control. 1 high density explosive material improves lethality. Overclock 2 adds ability to boost the dart while flying into manual mode. Additional lethals, other lethal loadouts items are arriving at launch, including C4 and Molotov. Field upgrades, we have assault pack, which gives you ammo, a drone pod, trophy system, which blocks explosives, active camo, which makes you go invisible for a short time, echo unit. We have squad link, scrambler, fear trap, black hat, and mute field, which can sound like it can mute devices. Field upgrades are powerful devices that recharge during the match after use. They perform a variety of useful functions, including a defensive and offensive support with the following field upgrades and their overclock abilities available during the beta. Assault pack, extra ammo and equipment to resupply your team. Overclock 1, faster charge item. Overclock 2, additional score and eliminations. Drone pod, deployable device that launches aerial drones. Drones seek out enemies and explode. Overclock 1, drones are launched much faster. Overclock 2 leaves a minimap icon on each drone's detonation point. Trophy system, area defense system destroys enemy projectiles in the air. Overclock 1, faster charge time. Overclock 2, explosive charge ammo. Become partially invisible for a short period of time. Overclock 1, gunfire reveals you temporarily instead of ending the ability. Overclock 2, increase the duration of faster charge time. Echo unit, holographic soldier decoy tricks enemies and captures the hold objectives. Overclock 1, hologram brightly flashes when enemies come near, stunning them. Overclock 2, faster charge time. Squad link, deploy devices that boost score and improve effectiveness in allied operators and gadgets in range. Overclock 1, expand coverage of the link. Overclock 2, increases nearby allies field upgrades, recharge speed increase, earn a score. Additional field upgrades, other field upgrades, loadouts choices arriving at launch, including the scrambler, fear trap, black hat, and mute field. Fear trap, a deploy trap which emits a neurotoxic gas cloud causing hallucinations and disorienting victims. Black hat, a device that hacks enemies' equipment and score streaks and continuously at a target to hack it. Mute field, a stealth device that reduces your footsteps volume, hides you from enemy minimaps, and prevents you from being targeted by enemy score streaks for a limited time. Let me try to go through each wild card, which is insane. So we have the overkill, the prepper, high roller, fly swatter, tac expert, gunfire, perk greed, danger close, and specialists. Wild cards are the abilities that augment your loadouts by bending and breaking the rules of the created class system during the beta. Get access to gunfighter. Get 3 extra attachments points for your primary weapon. Overkill, equipment any non-melee weapon in primary and secondary slots. Pair your shotgun with an assault rifle, your sniper rifle with an SMG. Want to go dual pistol? Go ahead. Perk greed. Equip an extra perk. Additional wildcards at launch. Get access to additional wildcards, including prepper, high roller, fly swatter, tag expert, danger close, specialist. This replaces your score streak with 3 additional perks on top of the ones you normally choose. Perks 4, 5, and 6 are earned like low level streaks. At 200, 400, and 600 scores, earn all remaining eligible perks during a match at 1200 score. Perks provide your operator with a special abilities that improve a wide range of characteristics, from faster movement, weapon handling, to stealth advantages, extra defense, intel gathering, and more. Every loadout includes 3 perks organized across 3 categories: perk 1, perk 2, and perk 3. Within each category, you'll find perks from all 3 combat specialties: enforcer, recon, and strategist, described below. So we have gung-ho, dexterity, lightweight, cold-blooded, ghost, ninja. We have tech, mask, black jacket, and chateau, which all these perks were in Black Ops 6. So gung-ho, enforcer, fire while sprinting, improve movement speed while reloading or using equipment. Dexterity enforcer reduces weapon motion and full ADS on slides, dives, and wall jumps. Take less wall damage. Lightweight enforcer, increase movement speed, jump, slide, and dive further. Faster recovery from sliding and diving. Cold-blooded recon, undetectable by AI targeting, and thermal optics, player controlled score streaks done highlight you. Ghost recon, undetectable by enemy scout, pulse, and UAV when moving, planting, diffusing, or controlling score streaks. Ninja recon, move more quietly. You have tech mask, resistance to enemy flash, concussion, and gas. You cannot be EMP'd or hacked. That is huge. Flak jacket, reduces incoming explosive and fire damage. Shadow, undetectable by enemy traps and mines. All right, so we have perk slot 2, scavenger, hunter's instinct, close shave, and and assassin. We have recon, diligence, blast, link, and engineer, fast hands, and Zesse gearhead. We have scavenger. We supply ammo and equipment from eliminated enemies. Assassin, enforcer, enemies. All enemies on a kill streak get a unique minimap marker and drop bounty packs when eliminated. Picks up the pack for more score. Close shave automatically uses your dedicated melee attack when you perform a melee butt attack. Hunter's instinct, killing an enemy marks the direction of the next closest enemy on your minimap. Vigilance, recon, display a HUD icon whenever you appear on hostile minimaps, immune to CUAV, scramblers, and vendetta. Blast link, your explosive damage marks enemies on your minimap. Grants this benefit to all allies. Earn a score when they deal explosive damage. Engineer, see enemy equipment and score streaks through walls and score streaks in the minimap. Aim at them to see target information. Fast hands, reload and swap weapons faster. Extend fuses when throwing back grenades. Gearhead, 2 field upgrades, charges, BB traps, care packages. Perk slot 3. We have Tech Sprinter, Bankroll, Bruiser, Looper, Quartermaster, Charge Link, Guardian, Vendetta, and Tracker. Tech Sprinter, Enforcer, enables tactical sprint, but reduces your normal sprint speed. Bankroll, start each life with 150 score towards score streaks. Bruiser, melee eliminations and finishing moves, replenish health and earn extra score. That sounds crazy. Looper, gain the ability to re-earn score streaks in the same life. Vendetta, on respawn, mark your killer's last known position for a short duration. Get bonus score for eliminating that enemy. Tracker, see rough locations of nearby enemies on your minimap to see their footsteps in the world. ADSing auto pings enemies. Quartermaster, recharge equipment using uses over time. Charge link, faster field upgrades, charge rate. Grant this benefit to all allies. Earn a score with nearby allies. Use their field upgrades. Guardian, faster healing while capturing and holding objectives. Revive downed teammates faster. So we have combat specialties. The 3 perks you select for your loadout determines your operator's combat specialty. Equipped 3 perk of the same category to activate the enforcer. Red, recon, blue, or strategist. Green, combat specialty bonus. New to Black Ops 7 players can now activate hybrid combat specialties when pairing perks of the different categories. As long as your loadout includes at least 2 perks of the same color, you're guaranteed to unlock a hybrid combat specialty. Note that while using the perk Greed Wildcard, your combat specialty will still be determined by the base perk and your perk 1, 2, and 3 slots. So we have hybrid specialty scout red blue perks. Okay, so we have the perk 1, any enforcer or recon perk. Perk 2, any enforcer or recon perk. Perk 3, any enforcer or recon perk. Offensive and stealth hybrid, when you get a bullet elimination, stay completely hidden from enemy. Minimaps for 5 seconds, additional eliminations during this period. Reset the timer. Hybrid specialty tactician, red and green and perks. So we have that picture right there. Support an offensive hybrid when you earn assist, earn bonus score from bullet eliminations from 10 seconds. Hybrid specialty operative, blue green perks. Stealth and support hybrid, earn field upgrades, charge from stealthy eliminations, suppressed weapons melee eliminations, eliminations while out of line sight, and other cases count as stealth eliminations. Core specialty enforcer, all red perks. After each elimination, gain a buff to movement speed and health regen speed for a short time. That sounds like me. On respawn, see the direction of the closest enemy on the minimap. Edge of HUD pulses for enemies outside your view. Leave no death skulls. Core specialty strategists, increased a score of objectives and sabotage deploy equipment faster. See enemy content through walls in short distances. So we have assault rifles. The most versatile weapons class, assault rifles combined power accuracy and handling into a package that performs best in mind mid-range fights, but in the right hands remain competitive up close and at a distance. So we have the M15 mod 0, the M15 and adaptable full auto assault rifle, combining well-rounded range and handling for a weapon that performs admirably across a variety of combat scenarios. We have the MXR17, a full auto assault rifle with excellent accuracy range offset by its more modest mobility and rate of fire. We have the Peacekeeper, which is from Black Ops 2, a full auto assault rifle delivering exceptional mobility and handling for its class, but at the cost of high recoil and limited range. Additional assault rifles expect 3 additional assault rifles to use at the launch of Black Ops 7. SMGs, these combat weapon pair at fast fire rate with a quick handling, perfect for operatives on the move. They can complete out the mid-range you'll need to land more shots to compensate for the lower damage dealt outside their ideal range. We have the Graz, which is a versatile full auto SMG offering a solid balance of CQB power handling and recoil. We have the Drabic, a full auto SMG that highly stable and effective at longer ranges, but with less raw CQP power. Razor, sounds like the Razorback. A full auto SMG with an extreme rate of fire, but limited range and slower handling. Expect 3 additional SMGs to use at the launch of Black Ops 7. Shotguns. We have the Breacher, the M10, a pump action charge shotgun. Hold the trigger to improve hip and ADS spread for a tighter pellet spray. The Echo 12, rechambering double barrel shotgun. Fires 2 semi-automatic shots between rechambered, great range, and a high damage potential with back-to-back shots. Additional shotgun. Expect an additional shotgun to use at the launch of Black Ops 7. We have LMGs, the MK78, full auto LMG, great damage and high ammo count, limited by slower mobility and handling. We have marksman rifles, the M8A1 from Black Ops 2, a 4-round burst marksman rifle with very high damage and extremely fast rate of fire within the burst, balancing by a moderate burst cooldown. We have the recon sniper, bolt action sniper with a quick rechamber and moderate recoil and stability. The XR3 Eon, a 3-round burst sniper rifle with a high-powered and low recoil but slower handling and a short pre-fire delay. We have pistols, the Jaeger 45. We have a semi-auto pistol, a reliable sidearm with a very fast fire rate and low recoil. We have the Coda 9, a full auto pistol with a high damage rate of fire offset by strong recoil and a short effective range. We have launchers, the Arc M1. The charge launcher hold the trigger to charge up a devastating energy beam that can pierce through enemies, deal high damage to vehicle and score streaks. We have melee, which is the Flatline Mark II. Flatline Mark II melee weapon with high damage and a moderate attack speed. All right, so we have the Gunsmith here. So it looks like we have, how many attachments can we pick? We have the pick 5, it looks like. The Gunsmith is looking pretty clean here. Different weapons and weapon classes offer access to certain attachment types, unlocked by leveling up each weapon through continued use in your deployments. By default, most weapons support up to 5 attachments equipped at a time. Through and in certain cases, such as when using the gunfighter wildcard, this limit can be expanded. Want to see how your weapon stacks up against other as launch? Pull up the stat sheet and the weapon selection screen, displaying detailed information on your weapon's performance. Incorporating any attachments on the selected weapon, check the damage distribution and range and in-depth info on each weapon, firepower, accuracy, mobility, and handling. Compare the selected weapon with other weapons, checking their stats against one another so you can zero and exactly the right build for your playstyle. So we have different weapon showcases here, which looks pretty cool. So new to Black Ops 7 and coming at launch, players can now easily share their favorite weapon. Okay, we already knew that. Firing range, we already know what that is. Score streaks, that is a cool image there. We have Scout Pulse, radar ping that reveals nearby enemies on the user minimap. Overclock 1, lower score cost. Overclock 2, radar ping shows directional arrows instead of red dots. RCXD, deploy a small remote controlled remote detonated explosive vehicle. 1, increase resistance to enemy gunfire. 2, see target indicators on occluded enemies and medium range. UAV, counters the first UAV recon ship that reveals enemy locations on the minimap. Overclock 1, counters the first lock on missile with a flare, increases bullet resistance. Overclock 2, lower score costs. We have the Skewer, fire and forget air control. Ground projectile to precision eliminations, bladed designed, minimizes collateral damage. Overclock 1, Skewer targets higher priority enemies when possible. Overclock 2, increased velocity. Care package, call in an air drop that contains a random score streak. Overclock 1, reroll a care package drop 1 time. Overclock 2, lower score cost. Counter UAV, a drone that scrambles all enemy minimaps. Overclock 1, counters the first lock on missile with a flare, increases bullet resistance. Overclock 2, lower score cost. Launch a continuous bombardment of explosive shells at a targeted area. The LGM. Overclock 1, rains down extra projectiles. Overclock 2, marks a second targeted location, reduces payload per zone. Napalm strike, launch a targeted carpet bomb strike of explosive napalm. Overclock 1 reveals enemies longer and displays their movement directions while aiming down sight. Overclock 1 reveals enemies longer and displays their movement directions while aiming a strike. Overclock 2, flames burn longer. We have the sentry turret, animated turret that scans for and attacks nearby enemies in a forward-facing cone. Overclock 1, increased turret rotation for greater coverage. Overclock 2 adds ability to control remotely. Hellstorm, control long-range cruise missiles with boost capabilities and secondary missiles. Overclock 1, additional cluster missile. Overclock 2, missiles can lock onto score streaks. Handguns, powerful large caliber handguns with high bullet damage and penetration. Overclock 1, more ammo and clip. Overclock 2, dual-handed cannons. We have the Gravemaker beta, assemble a portable one-hit kill sniper rifle that can reveal and eliminate targets behind cover. Overclock 1, 1, a large magazine provides more ammo. Overclock 2 reduces the charge time before firing. We have the Dog Beta, deployable armored weaponized ground craft featuring a large caliber turret and rocket pod, very effective against infantry targets. Overclock 1 adds sentry mode, dog hunters down guarding an area and deploying a supply pack and integrated trophy system. Overclock 2, longer active duration. Interceptors, colonnade group, 5 jets to destroy enemy flying targets. Overclock 1 deploys interceptors without detected threats. Overclock 2, lower score cost. Dude, how long is this blog post? Jesus Christ. The Watchdog Helo, close air support escort chopper that pings and attacks enemies in your area. Overclock 1, improved durability against enemy attack. Overclock 2, direct Watchdog Helo to guard an area. HKD? The font is so weird to read. Aerial payload delivers wheeled hunter kill drones which seeks targets and explode. Overclock 1, improved durability against enemy attack. Overclock 2, deploy additional GDU drop pods. The Rhino, which is like the mech, remotely controlled and armored robotic soldier equipped with a deadly minigun. Overclock 1 reveals nearby enemy's location on Rhino's minimap, enhanced radar length and duration. Overclock 2, extended runtime for Rhino. VTOL warship. Control a VTOL warship armed with a turret and air-to-land missiles. Overclock 2 adds ability to boost in a direction working enemy rockets lock on. Overclock 2, increased durability. We have the HARP, high altitude recon vehicle, reveals enemy's position and direction on the minimap in real time. Overclock 1 deploys flares against incoming lock-on rockets. Overclock 2, lower score cost. EMP system, massive electromagnetic pulse weapon, disrupts enemies and destroys all hostile equipment and vehicles. Overclock 1, lower score cost. Overclock 2, prevents enemies from using score streaks and field upgrades for a long duration. Leglin, large autonomous drone cluster patrols the skies, automatically seeking targets exploding on impact. Overclock 1, additional sensors allow Legion to target hostile score streaks and field upgrades. Overclock 2, more drones cluster provide extra coverage. All right, we have wall jumps with additional innovations to Omni movement. You have increased choice and your traversal capabilities. The image above shows a few examples of locations with multiplayer environments where walls and other vertical sections can be optionally leaped to then from a rapidly maneuver across a section of map, often to gain heights. Wall jumps can be chained together up to 3 times, but with a loss of internal inertia each time to keep the momentum balance. Expect to use all wall jumps to reach higher vantage points, leap over dangerous gaps in a map, or to find a different routes to take. Optional tactical sprint trick has also taken a close look at feedback and made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience, including the removal of tactical sprint, limited duration boost up speed, allowing faster movement than a standard sprint as a default movement option. And so this ability can be granted through an optional perk in multiplayer. All right, so we have meet the operators. We have, I'm gonna be honest, we don't need to care about operators here. We have the zombies crew here. We already know what's coming here. Well, these that's gonna be weird. These zombies crew can be playable in the multiplayer beta. That is so weird. Okay, I guess that's pretty cool. I guess a lot of operators here. This is probably the longest blog post I've ever read in my life. We're almost an hour recording. 1 hour. Unlocking progress through mastery badges for every Black Ops 7 weapon score strict piece of equipment and field upgrades, and each item to use progress through bronze, silver, and gold badges, while also earning XP in the process. Earning enough gold badges within a category of content. Lethal equipment, you'll be unlocked calling card to represent mastery of the category, and all gold badges will automatically upgrade and to diamond. New in Black Ops 7, earn diamond for all multiplayer categories to unlock an animated calling card, representing total multiplayer mastery. Combat record, leaderboards, and the medal collection return in Black Ops 7. Compare your performance and accolades against your friends and the global Call of Duty player base. Customize your showcase wallpaper and client tag for your showcase. Select up to 3 calling cards, 3 master badges, and the operator you want to appear in your profile. Viewable by other players by default. Your showcase operator will be the operator and skin used in your last played mode, and the showcase weapon held with primary weapon in that mode, favorite loadout in multiplayer. So here is the pre-order and get beta access to early access to Black Ops 7 beta. Here is the dates right here. Early access is October 2nd to October 5th. Open beta October 5th through the 8th. All right, that's the ending of it. Oh my god, that was the longest I've ever did that. That was too long. This is gonna be annoying to edit because there's just so much information here. If you guys want to check this out yourselves, I will link this article down below, and I need to get this video edited because it's gonna take a while. Holy crap, this thing was long. Holy crap. All right, guys, thanks for watching, guys. That's everything in Black Ops 7. Literally everything they went over. That is crazy. All right, peace out, guys.